to Glaciers and Glacial Geomorphology. My name is Peter Knight and I'm the module leader for this course. That means that if you have any queries, any questions, get in touch and I'll try to help. We've got a discussion board on the KLE for Q&A. We'll have live meetings once a week on Microsoft Teams where we can get together for a chat. And again, if you have any questions, I can try and help you there. Or you can get in touch individually by email as always. The module is set up as a series of step-by-step resources, 12 steps in all, each one including mini lectures, video resources, set readings, activities, exercises and so on, and they're all based on the KLE. Everything else that we do, like the meetings on Microsoft Teams, they'll be announced and linked to from the KLE. Let's just have a look at the KLE section now and I'll show you how the resources are organised.
Okay, let's have a look at the KLE section for Glaciers and Glacial Geomorphology. So here's the front page for the KLE, and you can choose the Glaciers and Glacial Geomorphology module, whether you're doing the 3rd year or the 4th year version. Click on that and it will take us through to the course materials. I'm just going to click Student Preview so that we can be sure that what we're seeing here should be exactly what you'll see if you look at the module. And you'll see we've got the welcome banner and then welcome message, 12-step program, module handbook. Everything you need to read about how the module works is in there, and then your assessment information submission drop boxes will be down here in due course. The navigation is on the left hand side, and this link brings you to this key page, core page, with the main material on. Then there's a link to the reading list page, and you simply have to click that and it should launch your Glaciers module reading list, with links to online versions of all the core texts and information and advice about the journals that you should be using as well. And then again, back to this left hand side, the third item on the list there is a discussion board where I've set up, to begin with, a general Q&A forum where if you have any questions, any queries, post them up there, then everybody can see the questions, everybody can see my answers, and so everybody can benefit from each other's questions. If you have a question, then almost certainly other people in the group will be thinking the same thing. They'll be wanting to ask the same question. So you will be doing everybody a favour if you ask questions on this Q&A board. If you want to approach me directly, obviously instead by email, that's okay too. But wherever possible, it would be better for everybody if you use this Q&A forum. So going back to the main section, the key part of the module is in this 12-step program, and as it says in big capital letters, start here. If you click on the 12-step program, you'll see week by week I'll be dropping step by step all the materials for the module. So far in this view only step 1 is there because we're at the beginning of the module. Other steps will appear in due course. You can work through them at your own pace. The recommended pace is to go 1 step per week, but obviously you can go a little bit faster, a little bit slower as suits you. Make sure you don't fall behind and do get in touch if you have any problem keeping up. So let's just have a look inside this step to see what's in there. And typically you'll have some kind of introductory message. And then on this occasion, and this will be true for many of the weeks, you'll have 2 alternative ways of accessing the same material. The core content, the main way, the official route in, if you like, is through this learning package or folder of materials. Let's just have a look inside there. And these learning packages are organized so you have a contents list on the left hand side that you can use for navigation. Sometimes you might find that those are closed when you arrive and it looks like that. If that's the case, then as you see here, you can expand that menu. Using the clickers on the left hand side there. And then you can navigate through the material either by clicking on the items in the menu, bringing you down to the various stages that you might be interested in or that you've reached at each point, or you can use these forwards and backwards arrows. When you've done each step, you can advance to the next step or look back at the previous step using those arrows within the windows. As we said, in some of the weeks you'll have not only the basic learning package way of accessing the materials, but also an alternative access through this thing we call a sway presentation. So let's just have a little look at that. So you'll see something like this, and this should arrange itself to fit onto your phone, your tablet, your laptop, or whatever device you're using. And the way that the sway works is that you simply scroll down or flick through the pages one after the other. And I've put onto here anything from the learning package that will fit and that will work on the Sway, simply so that you have another way of accessing it. So the mini videos. Hi everybody, welcome to the start of Glaciers and Glacial Geomorphology. If they will work on the Sway, then I've put them on here for you to access them through this route. If you prefer, there's not going to be anything on the Sway that isn't in the learning package, but there may be things in the learning package that for one reason or another don't work effectively on the Sway. So very much think of the Sway as being an extra, fun, additional alternative, maybe more accessible for some people in some ways, different way of looking at the same stuff. But the main way of accessing the module materials will be through the KLE. I think for a lot of people, the handy thing about this is that you can get it on your phone. So if you just want to have a little look back at something, or check out what's coming up, or watch another video on your bus on the way home or whatever, the materials here on the Sway, which might be easier to access on your phone or another device than the KLE is. Let's go back to the KLE. But I'm also now just going to go and have a look at Microsoft Teams, which you'll have as a separate app, hopefully, that you've signed on to already, you've signed up for already through Keel. On your Teams page, just look for this icon here, but just click on that and it will take you into our Teams space. Now the Teams space is for some extra materials that we will be doing, or some extra activities that we'll be doing. It isn't the key space, it isn't the core space, so I'm not going to post everything up onto Teams. Don't expect to find the handbook here or all the week by week resources up here. They're all on the KLE. But what we will be doing on Teams is having live drop-in sessions, and at the moment I think those are going to be scheduled for Fridays at 2 o'clock. And the idea is that you can all turn up at that time. I'll set up a little a video meeting in this space at that time, and you can come along, ask questions. If I have any announcements to make or information to share at that time, I can tell you about it then. So think of it as being like a lecture, a regularly timetabled lecture, but instead of meeting in class, we'll be meeting on here, and it won't be lecture material, it'll be more question and answer based. But we can play that by ear, week by week, and I'm very happy to organise these in whatever way works best for you. But come on to Teams every Friday, 2 o'clock, and there'll be something going on here that you can join in with. These things generally work better if everybody does turn on their cameras, so we can all see each other and hear each other, but we can figure that out in the first session. And obviously if you really don't want to be on camera, then that's okay too. Do whatever works best for you, and we'll try to make the best of it. Okay, so I hope that all makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then as always, get in touch, just ask, and I'll try to help. But the starting point for everything is here on the KLE. If you haven't already had a look at this, then please do so.
So to begin with, if you haven't done so already, check out that KLE section, have a look at the handbook, and let me know if you have any queries.